It was a hard-fought series for the Giants, but the orange and black took 2 of 3 from the Padres. Now, they have to keep things rolling for the next opponent. The Miami Marlins have a one-man wrecking crew by the name of Giancarlo Stanton, and he's an absolute giant killer. Stanton, Marlins taking on the Giants, and it's coming up next.
The homestand continues tonight. The Florida Marlins or Miami Marlins, you pick, are in town for game 1 of this 4-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwight Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants did a really nice job of taking 2 out of 3 after losing the tough game on Monday to the Padres. And Mike, the Miami Marlins, I mean, this is a team, both teams, by the way, in their last 10 games are 5-5, so you cannot take this team lightly.
No, and I think historically you have to look at what the Marlins have done to the Giants in the last several years, and you have to take that into consideration. Yeah. I mean, the Marlins have won 10 of the last 14 games against the Giants, the last 7 in a row, so it's the uniform that has haunted this Giants team. There'll be nobody in that Giants dugout taking this team lightly. They just won't, simply because of what has happened here. The key tonight is Chad Gaudin. If Chad Gaudin has that fastball command we saw him have in his first 2 starts, he will give them a quality start. If he does that, they'll have an excellent chance to beat this team. All right.
Should be fun tonight here at AT Park. When we come back, Amy G is going to take a look at the new kid on the block. That's Jake Dunning. And actually in the game yesterday, Dunning came in the 8th inning. Amy G on Jake Dunning right after these messages.
Now's your chance to go big at Jack in the Box. Try Jack's Big Stack Burger. 2 jumbo beef patties stacked with onion rings, cheese, and pickles. And by Toyota. Do the math and save at your local Toyota dealer.
Well, after a big series win against the San Diego Padres, your San Francisco Giants welcome in a new team. The Miami Marlins are here in the Bay Area for a 4-game series. Welcome back to AT Park. I'm Amy Gutierrez. Let's talk a little relief pitching. In particular, Jake Dunning, the newcomer in 3 outings, has thrown 2 2/3 innings, and he has not allowed a run. His biggest test, though, came yesterday. It's our AT&T U-verse Rewind this evening. Big moment facing the top of the Padres lineup in the 8th inning. His job? Shutdown inning. Right after the Giants rallied for 3 runs in the 7th, the 24-year-old recorded his first career strikeout by getting Chris Denorfia to go down on 3 straight pitches. He did allow a single to Logan Forsythe, but didn't allow anything after that, retiring Chase Headley and Kyle Blanks to end the inning. I spoke with Sergio Romo about the newcomer, and he said he might be young, but when he's on the mound, he's completely confident and is equal to anyone out there. Pretty big words coming from Sergio Romo. All right, first pitch about to start shortly. Kruk and Kipe will be back with lineups. Chad Godin on the hill for the Giants. First, after these messages, we're going to check in with our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update. Stay with us.
4-game series against these Miami Marlins. You can see the very first day of a series, the ground rules very technical. They make sure that they cover just about everything. Tomorrow, they'll be a little bit less lenient on what's going on. The Marlins come in with a record of 22-49. They just lost 2 out of 3 in Arizona. However, all 3 games were very tight, and they had a chance to win all 3 games. You're actually waiting for Chad Godin to get ready, and he's either got a late start or he's taking a little bit more time to get loose. So we will bounce around a little bit before we get to some of the things that we need to get to, like the lineups. The Giants are 37-34. They're in second place, a game and a half back of the Diamondbacks. You see what the Marlins have done in this ballpark. They've won 7 straight, and all, for the most part, very close games. And it really doesn't matter who's been playing on the field for the Marlins. They've just played the Giants tough. And that's why these 4 games are very important. And you really do, cliche in hand, take it 1 game at a time. One of their big sluggers is now back. That man, Logan Morrison. And he is hitting behind Giancarlo Stanton. So you get an idea that at least they have a pretty good 1-2 punch in the middle of their lineup. Earlier, really even before we got here, probably around 3 o'clock, this was Sandoval taking some batting practice, and really is moving around very well. And although I have no facts on this, it does look like he's dropped a little weight.
Well, he's going to be a DH next couple of days. Maybe get a start Saturday in San Jose as he starts to work himself back to the active list. Also good news with Angel Pagan. They're starting to increase his workload. So really, it's not that too optimistic to think that in about a week you're going to have this team back to full strength.
Maybe Monday.
And that includes Brandon Crawford, who today played catch and wanted to play, but the Giants are going to give him at least another day with his 2 fingers that were sprained when he slid into the second base bag on a head-first slide.
So Godin about ready to lead this team out of the dugout. And now Godin and Buster Posey will lead this team out of the dugout. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. 58 degrees here at the yard. We have winds at 11 miles per hour. The humidity is at 61%, and it's a nice night. All right, let's take a look at the Marlins lineup, and it's brought to you by Coors Light. Pierre Polanco and Stanton, those are your first 3. Stanton at AT Park. Well, let's put it this way. He likes it here. Then it'll be Morrison, Ruggiano, followed by Dietrich, Echeverria, Brantley, and Tom Kohler will be on the mound facing that man, Chad Godin.
The numbers for Chad Godin, who for the most part of this year had been in the bullpen when Ryan Vogelsong went down. He has come into rotation. Tonight he'll be making his 4th start. He's 2-1 with a 2.83 ERA. Outstanding strikeout to walk ratio. And when he's on, you're going to see him spot the fastball knee high on both sides of the plate with great consistency. His last outing, he did not have that great command. Not the command that we saw in his first 2 starts. He also has a slider and a changeup to go with that fastball that he will 2 and 4 seam. Lifetime against the Marlins, 2-4 with a 5.12 ERA. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Godin, an 8-year veteran. It'll be Blanco, Perez, and Pence. That's your outfield with 2 really good arms in center and right.
Arias and Noonan on the left side, with Crawford getting another day's rest. Scudero and Fell on the right side. Buster Posey, well, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
And here's Juan Pierre to lead things off. See the numbers for Pierre. He does have a 14-game hitting streak. And the first pitch of the ball game is on its way. And we get started with a call strike. So we get started at 7:18. Pierre takes low. Juan Pierre, lots of speed. He has bounced around. He's played on a lot of different teams. But wherever he's gone, he's helped teams win.
13-year veteran, 35 years old.
And if he hasn't played for your team, then he's probably been at one point a thought of maybe getting traded to those teams that he hadn't played for.
He's rumored to be going to a lot of places here at one time. He's been with the Rockies. He's been with the Marlins back 2003 to 2005. Then he went to the Cubs, Dodgers, White Sox, Phillies, and then back to the Marlins.
Gets this one on the ground, backhanded by Noonan. He throws in time, and that's how this game gets started on a fine play by Nick Noonan.
Tell you what's impressive about this is the quickness to his backhand is impressive, but to get to his back leg so quick because he knew he had some speed going the line. And we're going to make it our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, and it really shows you how quickly he gets to the back foot. And right there's his balance point. He squares up and throws a strike over to Belt. An impressive way to start a ball game.
So here's Polanco. Polanco on a check swing roller. Foul. It would be bad if that stayed fair. You waited all day, took a nice walk around San Francisco, got to the yard around 2, and then that's how your day starts.
I was kind of hoping we'd see that.
All right, you happy now?
Cookies.
The 0-1 pitch to Polanco is a strike. Las Diaz, by the way, is the home plate umpire.
Yeah, he's got a low strike zone and a tight zone. And it can bounce around a bit as the day goes on.
And this is hit right back to Godin, and it's going to be a base hit for Polanco. Really too bad, because if he lets that ball get by him, Polanco's going to be thrown out.
Well, you're just not wired that way in the mound. I mean, you're trying to catch a piece of anything that comes back there. Oh, watch as he turns his body, he swings his mitt in the back. I mean, he almost pulled a behind the back catch. But that's a big league knock. That's what that is.
So here's Stanton. Stanton hitting .264, 7 home runs, 19 driven in. These two teammates last year in South Florida, and that's bounced back to Godin. He will go to Scudero, to Belt, and that ends the inning. Nice play by Chad Godin, and a good throw. Blanco, Scudero, Posey, and then it's Hunter Pence. Last 8 games against the Marlins, Hunter Pence, very good. Belt, Arias, and Noonan. Juan Perez will start. He'll hit 8th, and then Chad Godin will pitch in bat 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Marlins will be Tom Kohler, 6'3" and his 235-pound right-hander. He's a rookie, 26 years of age, and this is what he has done. He's a swing man. 0-5 with a 5.09 ERA. When you take your bats against him, he'll go low to mid-90s with the fastball. He can cut, sink the fastball. He's got a curveball, slider, changeup. Been a starter for most of his professional career. Kohler, an 18th round pick by the Marlins back in 2008. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Kohler. Starting in the outfield with the Marlins, it'll be Pierre, Ruggiano, and Stanton. That's your outfield, with Stanton having the best arm. Echevarria, Polanco on the left side, Dietrich Morrison on the right side, Rob Brantley, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
And a strike to Blanco. (0-1) to Blanco. Had a big hit in the Giants win yesterday. Did that as a pinch hitter. Here he fouls it out of play. And this was the hit that was very helpful to the win.
He did that on the first pitch too against Luke Rakerson, who just doesn't give up a whole lot to the Giants traditionally. And they were hard on him yesterday, but that was the igniter right there.
One and two to Blanco.
We're looking forward to seeing the shortstop for the Marlins, Adeiny Echevarria. They say that he is as good a glove as there is in the game. So we're a little biased here with Brandon Crawford. We'll watch this young man.
Foul off of Blanco's foot. Scudero and then Posey just underway here at AT&T Park. Game here every week this week. The 1-2 is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Padres hosting the Dodgers tonight. And this is hit on the ground to Dietrich, the second baseman. 1 out. So here's Scudero. Scudero at .338, couple of home runs, 16 driven in. We watched, Mike and I both watched Scudero during batting practice, and very mechanical, just trying to just lay wood on the ball, just like that. Is Morrison playing off the line. 2 outs.
All right, time now for our Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Tonight it's all about Buster Posey, the longest active batting streak versus National League East by a non-National League East player. Brandon Phillips, Albert Pujols, Buster Posey's on that list, along with Michael Kadire, Brandon Phillips, and Adrian Beltre. And those are our Coors Light Cold Hard Facts.
And Posey takes high. 1 ball and no strikes.
I didn't know they kept that stat.
They got him for everything, baby. The 1-0 delivery. Posey takes low, 2-0, 319, 8 home runs, 42 driven in. See, it has been hot over the last 11 games. Nice and easy 92, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Pence to follow. 3-1.
Away, away, away. how you get pitched in the first game really tells you how you're going to get pitched by that club the whole series for the most part.
And Posey will take the walk. So here's Pence. Pence at 291. 11 home runs. 38 driven in. So Posey with his lead at first. And a good breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
That's a nice curveball. So we've seen everything but the changeup so far from Kohler. Pretty straightaway set, defending Hunter Pence.
Pops this one out to shallow right field. Dietrich better be careful. And he makes the catch to end the inning. After one, no score.
Red, White, and You Jeep Giveaway. Visit CashCreek.com for details.
Well, fans, the 5th annual Junior Giants Stretch Drive starts today and runs through this Sunday, June 23rd. Throughout the 4-day campaign, we'll ask for your support for the Giants Community Fund's Junior Giants program, a free, non-competitive baseball program for over 20,000 kids in need. Visit jrgiants.org to learn what's special about this year's Stretch Drive and how you can get a Matt Cain bobblehead. Are you ready for that thing?
I'm going to unveil it. Here's Morrison, who drives one to center field. Perez is going to get there, and he'll make the catch. So what do you get, Mike?
Well, you have to go to jrgiants.org, and you can learn how to get a Matt Cain bobblehead.
There he is.
And he has a scarf on.
He's doing the fist pump, like I just threw a perfect game, one of those.
Yep. Can you take the boa off?
Oh, come on. I didn't see it. I didn't have enough time. Sorry.
You're flustered, partner. That doesn't happen very often.
Here's Ruggiano. Actually, I'm going to leave it on. He's got a better chance of lasting in this booth when he's got some neck protection.
Yeah, bobbleheads, it could be a pencil neck at times.
That's like bobbleheads when you got a house full of little ones. All you have is just the head.
Yeah, or just the body.
Body in one room, heads are in.
You'll never get the two making one person again.
0-2 to Ruggiano. And this is bounced to Belt. Belt will take it himself. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, Dwayne, Nick Noonan opening up the game with a great defensive play. Gentlemen, he has not had a lot of time at the hot corner. Coming into tonight's game, just 2 starts. This is the second tonight, 17 1/3 innings versus 88 innings and 9 starts at second base. I talked to Nick about adjustments he's got to make moving over to the other side of the field. He said keep his feet moving when he's at third. The ball comes to you a lot faster. Always glad when he gets that first grounder out of the way, and he takes grounders every single day at every single position in the infield. Gentlemen.
All right, good stuff, Amy. Here's Dietrich. So I got another web thing for Amy now.
What's that?
News with Noonie.
I think I would definitely check that one out.
I think news with Noonie will work. We're trying to help promote this whole thing. There's a strike on the inside corner. Well, you know, Amy's really not in on some of our suggestions.
Well, I thought that news with Noonie was a pretty good one.
She shoots him down on her drive home to Petaluma every night. Big bouncer to Belt. Belt's got it. Belt throws to Godin, and they got him. That's an 8-pitch out. It'll be Belt, Arias, news with Noonie, and Perez coming up.
Solar Company. Not just any solar company, the solar company.
No score as we head to the Giants half of the second as Belt stands in. And Belt lifts this one high and foul down the left field line and out of play. Belt yesterday in that 4-2 Giants win. Belt went 1 for 4, but he had a good series, 6 for 13. And he takes that pitch down and in with Joaquin Arias in it, then Nick Noonan. Belt drives this one right center field. It'll be Ruggiano who'll get there in plenty of time.
All right, check out the photo bomb. Who is it? Could be our trivia question tonight. It does get a bit hectic down there. She does manage to maintain her calm. There's the culprit, Sergio Romo.
She could have actually gone after 3 different people, me and you and Romo. She chose Romo.
I don't blame her.
But she needs to pay attention to our suggestion. It's a good one. The 1-0 to Arias is foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, I think news with Nooney.
It'll work. Noonan's on deck. Hit on the ground to short. Echeverria, 2 outs.
There's Sammer, a night off, enjoying his family. Normally, he's behind one of the robo cameras and walking around the ballpark. Tonight, having a ball. No place he'd rather be.
It's like Junior saying that. Here's Noonan. Noonan batting in the 7th slot. Takes a curveball for a strike.
Kohler's done a nice job his first time through the line of stealing that first strike with that big curveball.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to Noonan. And it's in the dirt. 1-2.
A back foot breaking ball and almost hit him in the back foot.
And the 1-2 to Noonan. High, 2-2. Perez the follow. Here's Perez. And that's down the left field line. That'll be foul as Noonan gave it a pretty good ride.
94-mile-an-hour fastball. Looked like he used a 2-seam grip. That's pretty good velocity for a 2-seamer. You usually get your best velocity with a 4-seam grip. You get more movement with the 2-seam grip. You see a guy throwing 94-mile-an-hour 2-seams, it does stand out at you.
Pretty good swing at an off-speed pitch. It remains at 2-2.
That was a hanger. That ball was up. That's not where Kohler wants that pitch to be.
Hit on the ground. It's going to have to be Kohler covering, and he does, and that'll end the inning as Morrison gave up his spot a little too early. All's well for the Marlins. 0-0.
to you by White House Down. In theaters June 28th.
No score as we head to inning number 3. Echeverria will lead things off. Hands full. Oh, yeah.
I like the orange hair, though. That's what makes it. Oh, yeah. She's got the spirit. Gave a bit.
Echeverria hitting .211, a couple of home runs, 19 driven in. The 1-0 delivery is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. It's Rob Brantley to follow.
She was cruising on the bay. Beautiful time of night.
Godin right now can't throw a strike to Echeverria. It's 3-0. And he does. It's 3-1. And if you can, you'd like to throw another one right there and take your chances. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
Well, Dwayne, you know that it's time for the annual stretch drive, and we're up here with the Mr. Willie McCovey. This is one of my favorite times of the year because it's all for such a great cause, and we get to come hang out with a Hall of Famer. Willie, tell us a little bit about the stretch drive program. It benefits the Junior Giants program here with the Giants, and tell us about that program, who it helps out.
Yeah, well, it's one of several fundraisers that the ball club does for the Junior Giants, and Junior Giants are close to my heart because of the way I was raised in Mobile, Alabama. I didn't have playing fields to play on, bats and gloves, equipment to play with, so, you know, we raise money so these kids can have, you know, those amenities to play with. The Giants build baseball fields, they donate equipment, and this is something that they asked me if I'd be interested in loaning my name, and I said yes, because I'd like to raise as much money as possible for that cause.
Well, you know more than anyone the power of the fan base, and last year they raised $480,000. This year the goal, $500,000. What do you think? You think they can get there?
Well, I think with Matt Cain's help we can. You know, we had Buster Posey last year. He came aboard to help me out. And now we got Matt Cain this year, and I think we'll reach it.
And we just saw Matt Cain on the broadcast, but guys, this is what they get. You just talked about it. Matt Cain bobblehead. You can get that for a donation of just $50. Of course, that's Matt with the fist pump after the perfect game. And this is the best part. $50 helps pay for one kid to play baseball all summer long. Willie, what would life be without baseball?
Say that again.
What would life be without baseball?
I know it. You're right. Baseball is everything, especially to me. Yes.
JuniorGiants.org, jrgiants.org. You can donate through Sunday because Willie said to do it. You should do it, guys.
Absolutely. Willie says you do it, you got to do it.
I'm in.
By the way, Posey just made a really nice throw.
He threw an absolute seed, and he had to because Echeverria had a pretty good jump on Godin.
And right now Godin's having trouble throwing strikes, so it was important.
This is what happened to him in his last start. He had some command problems. And you don't want to be walking anybody, especially people down around the bottom of the lineup. Well, let's take a look at how Buster Posey helped out Godin. You see the jump from Echeverria. It's a good one. Posey, great quick footwork and just an absolute seed. All Arias does is catch and drop. Straight line from that right foot to the left foot towards his target. And the result, a straight throw. And Echeverria grabs some pine meat.
So Kohler's going to bunt, and he bunts it in the air, and Posey's going to catch it. You do have an option of letting it drop, but it's too close to home plate. You don't know if it's going to spin back and go foul, so you take the sure out.
Well, if you do let it drop and you do make the play, the base you throw to is first base. But you're right. Down there in the hard pan there in front of home plate, you don't know what that ball is going to do. It's got some spinach on it, so in all likelihood, if you do let it drop, it's got a pretty good chance of going foul.
Juan Pierre bounced out to Nick Noonan, who made a very nice play on a backhand, and that started out the ball game. So Brantley at first with 2 outs, and Pierre takes a strike.
Playing the pull, actually playing the opposite way. They have Perez center fielder over towards left center about 10 steps. So they're hanging him. It's a pitcher boy playing the right defense.
Top of the third, no score. No swing, 1-2.
Mark Wagner, third base umpire, on the no call, the no swing call. Montpierre is not an easy guy to strike out. He puts the ball in play.
It's 2-2.
Well, from an 0-2 to a 3-2, and now this becomes a big pitch.
So 3-2. Now the runner will be on the move. Skied out to right field. Actually, foul territory. It's Belt who puts it away. It'll be Juan Perez to lead things off. Giants history, June 20th, 1973, Bobby Bonds smacked a leadoff long ball against the Reds. His 22nd is the first batter. He raced Lou Brock's National League record of 21. Biggio's got the National League record. Ricky Henderson, the great Ricky Henderson, with 81, the Major League record.
Boy, he swung a log, too. Look at the length of that bat. That was 36 inches long, about 37 or 38 ounces in weight. Nobody in baseball today has a bat that big.
Here's Perez. Perez batting for the first time. He'll take a pitch down low. Godin to follow. Perez drives one left center field, hit very well. Pierre on the move, and Pierre's going to put it away. This is not a day where the ball's really carrying. We watched it in batting practice.
Well, swing for the fences with the new Home Run Derby mobile game from MLB.com. Features all 24 Home Run Derby competitors from 2010, 2011, 2012. It's available on iPhone and iPad. Download MLB.com's Home Run Derby game, and it's free. Do it today.
Here's Godin, who's 0 for 9 on the year.
And he's 0 for his last 32. Oh, yeah. How do you tell a gamer, babe? You just know.
Oh, and 2 to Godin.
He's got the longest 0 for in baseball right now.
Was it for a couple of years?
Well, 0 for 32. Yeah, it's got to go back at least a couple.
And on 3 pitches, Godin is gone. All right, let's check out our Geico quotas. Bruce Bochy on Gregor Blanco. Gregor has played well all season. He comes through the clutch, has speed, and is a tremendous defender. He's just getting better and better.
Well, since June 4th, hit .391, slugging percentage .630, on base percentage .440, and with runners in score position, hit .383, and with 2 outs in runners in score position, hit .407. Yeah, that's hot.
Out of play with Polanco really cheating in at third. Scudero to follow. Out of play again, 0-2. All right. Couple of happy young ladies here at the yard. All right. He's saying, how'd that happen?
It was destiny.
Kohler trying to get on the same page as Brantley. Now they do. And this is foul again, out of play. The 0-2. Stays alive.
Yeah, pretty good curveball. He likes that one. We haven't seen a lot of sliders from Kohler, but that curveball is definitely one he likes to throw. We've seen it at the first pitch. We've seen it in 2-strike situations.
Line drive. Making the sliding catch is Ruggiano, and that'll end the inning. Through 3 here at AT Park. 0-0.
brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit HEPINS.com.
Well, after 3 innings, no score. As Godin will now face Polanco, Stanton, and Morrison. Polanco, the only hit in this game, as he's bouncing off of it looked like the hip or back of Godin. Here he takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Couple of walks in the 3rd inning. They go in, no damage. And a strike, an off-speed pitch to even the count.
So far, a pitching duel between Godin and Kohler. Each pitcher have faced 10 hitters. There's only been 1 hit in this ball game. That was kind of a cheap one.
One a strike, the other one not. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Lucido Polanco hit a ball that went back to Godin that hit him in the back and kicked away and went on to be a base hit. And that's been the only base hit. Really haven't been that many balls that have been hit hard off either pitcher.
2-2.
The hardest ball hit was the one we just saw Gregor Blanco have. So the first time through the line, it has been all about pitching.
Got him. Stanton single-handedly beat the Diamondbacks on Monday, and he did it with 2 big flies. Haven't stayed hit for a while, didn't he?
He's got just unbelievable natural power. This one he goes the opposite way with, and he can do that here. Got to keep the ball down. You got to keep it down and away. Right there, perfect pitch. You know, good hitters, you have to locate. You have to have movement. You got to mix speeds. You got to mix everything up. Can't let them sit on you. Big 2-seam fastball. Stanton had a really nasty hamstring tear, and he's still not 100%. Big guy, 6'6", 240-pounder. Southern California.
I think you made a great point a couple of years ago that one of the few people that got away from football. How about that? Baseball got him. And a good strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Breaks his bat on the ground to Noonan. Noonan to Belt.
All right, time now for our AT trivia question. If you think you know the answer, you can tweet it to CSN Giants. Question tonight: name the 3 players in MLB history to debut before age 21 and to hit 100 home runs in their first 400 games.
A lot of firewood around home plate. Las Diaz picking it up.
I mean, that's just a guy that understands the fastball. Established a location in early in the count, then he went to it late with a different type of movement. Giancarlo went after it and ran up his bat, blew him up. And as we saw Godin have a little problem with his mechanics last inning, he's corrected the flaw. But he's back down around the knees, both sides of the plate. Bang, bang. And this is a part of the lineup where you have to make good location pitches.
A little low to Morrison, who hit a fly ball to center field in the second. Coming in is Blanco. And that will retire the side. Scooter, Posey, Pence coming up. 0-0.
May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
All right, time to ask and answer our AT&T trivia question. The question tonight: name the 3 players in MLB history to debut before age 21 and to hit 100 home runs in their first 400 games. Our Brewer survey said Eddie Matthews, Bob Horner, and Giancarlo Stanton.
No score as Scutero stands in. Scutero takes high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Bob Horner is the fastest guy I ever saw. Middle end. You could not jam the guy. It was impossible. It's almost like he had 20-inch arms. He just could not get in there.
2-0 to Scutero. Yeah, he was good. There's Buster Posey. Look out. Don't get hit in that finger. 3-0.
That would not be good.
And that's a 4-pitch walk.
And that's a mistake. When you put yourself in the stress position and you face the heart of a lineup because of a leadoff walk, you have messed up.
So here's Posey, who drew a walk.
It's been away in his first at bat.
Up high.
And that one was inside. I think right now it looks like Kohler's having a bit of a problem with his release. Some pretty easy takes for Scutero in his walk.
And that one's right at the knees, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Posey, good swing and a foul back. It's 1-2.
You watch Posey get ready for a game. He doesn't waste a lot of energy. It's very precise, very routine. He gets to a tee, he'll take 15 swings off a tee maybe, then he takes his regular rounds, and that's it. As a catcher, he knows you can wear yourself out with a lot of extra batting practice.
And that breaking ball is wide. It's 2-2.
And what he strives to accomplish when he's on the tee is to stay in one piece as he gets himself into the hitting area. He's always had that approach where he'll have a knob lead, he'll hit the inside part of the ball, allows him to use the whole field.
Drives it the other way, and Stanton's going to put it away.
I'll tell you what, that ball got knocked down.
All right, let's check in again with Amy G.
Okay, I have a new best friend, Olivia Arroyo. And oh yeah, her brother, Christian Arroyo, Giants first round draft pick, 25th pick overall. I don't even know where to start for you. You just graduated high school, you just turned 18, you get drafted, and now you're at AT Park. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed right now, but I'm trying to live in the moment and try to remember this, and hopefully get back here in 3-4 years. So, but it's definitely a great experience, and I'm really happy they brought me out here. So.
What was your first impression of AT Park?
Well, got off the plane, and the first thing I said was, "Wow, it feels great out here." Because I flew in from Arizona, so it's 100, and I think I left it was 108 degrees or something, and I was like, "Wow." So as soon as I stepped off the plane, I was like, "Wow, the weather's great." And then I saw the field, and I was like, "It looks even better in person." Because I've been watching Buster because he's another Florida guy and whatnot, and you see it on TV, and you're looking at the field, you're like, "Yeah, it's a really nice field," and then you see it in person, you're like, "Wow, it's a really nice field." So, and I grew up going to Tropicana, so. Tropicana is still a nice field. As a baseball player, you appreciate every baseball field. But this is top notch. This is the Mac Daddy of baseball field. So, yeah.
Mac Daddy, I love it. What is the plan for you? What's next? You just came in from Arizona. I know you had your physical. When do we start playing ball?
Well, I've started working out in the Arizona Rookie League. We'll start playing. Actually, our home opener was tonight, and we'll travel around just around Arizona. And we'll keep playing rookie ball, and then we'll see how that goes, and hopefully end up in low A by next year.
Best of luck to you. I might take Olivia home with me. Gentlemen, you ready to feel old? I do. He said he grew up watching Buster Posey. Let's get it back to you. Good luck, Christian.
Here's Belton, a swing and a miss, and I will have to say that Amy G is the Mac Daddy of sideline reporters.
No question. No question.
She is the Mac Daddy.
She is the Mac Daddy.
Belt with a swing and a foul back. It's 0-2.
Yeah. Amy G likes all women that are shorter than her.
Look at Olivia now. She's probably what?
That's just about all women.
4?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
She has got a game face already. She's 5, we're being told. Belt takes high. Yeah, he came around. He came up here. We had some fun with him up here. He went over to see Big Mac. Next door, Willie McCovey. Now he's down there with Amy G. Great seats, Larry seats. Center field. Moving back is Ruggiano. Not tonight, folks. And that'll end the inning. 5th inning coming up. Ruggiano will lead things off. The Mac Daddy. Yeah. And it's going to be at 7 on NBC Bay Area and the Giants television network. Saturday and Sunday, those games will be on at 1 with pregame live starting at 12:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Mike and John tomorrow night. I'll be headed over to the radio side with Dave. And it'll be fun. Here's Ruggiano. Ruggiano bounced out to first. Here he lines a single into left field. And that's a leadoff base hit for the Miami Marlins.
Just 2 hits in this game tonight. Both hits have come from the Marlins side. Giants still looking for their first.
Dietrich bounced out to Belt. Now asking for time is Dietrich. Echeverria is on deck, and then Brantley.
One thing about Godin, because he's so consistent around the knees when he's on, he gets a lot of ground balls. And because of that, a lot of opposing managers will start that runner at first to stay out of that double play.
Up the middle off of Godin. He's going to recover and throw him out, and he's hurt. Boy, he got stung. My goodness.
I mean, that was a bullet. And that's a direct hit right on the elbow.
And you can see when it's a direct hit when the ball comes right back at you.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue.
I agree.
I mean, this right here is a pretty gutsy play to stay with it after you just took a 100-mile-an-hour bullet off your elbow.
Well, that's adrenaline. That's all it is. Adrenaline, guts, call it what you want, but he recovered nicely. And I don't see how he could come back. I don't.
Well, he's going to try it. I mean, he's tough as boot leather. We all know that. Guy never refuses the ball. But you're asking a lot because the muscle, when you get hit like that, it spasms. And you can't get rid of the spasm. You can't even, you're not even in a good position anyway after you get through throwing the ball. Your body's coming through on a recoil. And then that thing comes back at you in less than a second. You have nowhere to go. And you can see the welt start to puff up.
No. And that's the trainer's job, is to get the truth. So Godin is going to depart. And now Bruce Bochy in the 5th inning here is going to have to go to his bullpen. And now you get some ice on it and try to get the swelling out. And Sandy Rosario is going to be the man to come in.
Well, I tell you, it happens to every pitcher. Sooner or later, you go out there, you're going to take a bullet. And I guess anytime it hits you anyplace else but the head or the face, I guess you should feel fortunate. But
well, maybe not the elbow. That would not be a good spot either.
You did catch a little meat dump, which is good. I don't think that there's any structural damage to it. It's just that you're in spasm and you can't get rid of it.
All right, we'll take a break while Rosario gets loose. We are in the 5th inning, no score, and we'll be back. getting loose. When it's time for a change thing, speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and small expert.
See the numbers for Sandy Rosario. The 8th time that he's come into a game, 1-0 with a 3.24. His last outing really threw the ball well. Had good sink in the fastball, low 90s, and a hard slider. The slider really was good. And he'll also throw a changeup. A little bit different coming into a ball game like now because of an injury. You get to have as many pitches as you want. Normally, you're coming out of the bullpen when you're throwing pitches. When you get to the main diamond, it's just 8 pitches and you're good to go. But now he can take as many as he wants. And it is weird warming up in the middle of a ballpark where 41,000 people are watching it.
All right, let's take a look at our Ford right choice. Happened 20 years ago in Houston as the Giants completed a 3-game sweep of the Astros after Dave Martinez hit a 3-run homer in the 6th. Will Clark's 2-out 2-run homer in the 7th. Brian Williams gave the Giants the lead. Barry Bonds homered in the 8th off of Al Osuna to extend the lead, and the Giants won 8-5, and that's our Ford right choice. Love looking at those highlights of the old Astrodome.
Oh, man.
How about that?
You know, the very first time I ever walked in there, I thought it was pretty cool.
I think it was probably unbelievable when it opened up, and even now you see Will Clark's son Trey as he's bat boy tonight. So here's Echeverria with Ruggiano at second base. So Rosario in relief of Godin, who was hit with a line drive. And a strike to Echeverria. Drew a walk to open up the 3rd inning, and then was thrown out trying to steal by Buster Posey. Scudero keeping Ruggiano close, and now a pickoff play put on, and that's nothing more than to just let Ruggiano know that we're watching them.
Well, I'm impressed that Scudero wants to do that with his finger being a bit dinged up.
Here's the 0-1. Now the runner goes, and Posey's got the throw, and they got him. Second Marlin to be thrown out. This one trying to steal 3rd, and it's Ruggiano.
You can watch the jump, and that's what Posey sees. I tell you, you watched Echeverria duck, and it really gave Buster Posey a clear lane right down to 3rd base. And there's the strike. Nick Noonan dropped the glove. See you later.
And when you think about how close it ends up being, the fact that Scudero kept Ruggiano maybe a half a step closer to second, there's your difference as this is popped out of play.
And really, you're right. It may have been just a half step, but you see Echeverria get out of the way. Not helping out your base runner if you're a hitter, if you do that. Stand tall, make him come over the top.
Oh, and 2 to Echeverria. 1-2. Would like to thank Vice President of Marketing Tom Pellick from Comcast. Tom sent over 3 Kringles.
3?
From O&H Bakery in Racine, Wisconsin, as a belated birthday gift. 2-2. So thanks, Tom. The shipping company was 1 day tardy. Tom's heart's in the right place. It was great. And you should know, Tom, that it lasted in this booth about 7 minutes.
It was good.
Raspberry and pecan. The 2-2 pitch. And a full count.
Pretty good sliders. I mean, he's got count leverage, and he's throwing pitches off the plate. And for Echeverria, who's never had an at-bat against Rosario, at least not at the big league level, he's spitting on him. He's not even attempted a swing. So a breaking ball like that, the guy doesn't even get off his back foot. It kind of ticks you off a little bit.
Got him. Giants do not have a hit. Arias, Noonan, Perez coming up.
AT Park, Giants are going to take on the Dodgers July 5th, 6th, and 7th. Friday night game at 7:15. Saturday, a special 4:15 start. And that Sunday, a 1:05 game is Trading Card Day, presented by Chevron to the first 20,000 fans. So plan ahead. Go to sfgiants.com for tickets. Remember, the Giants and the Dodgers July 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Arias to lead it off. Followed by Noonan and then Perez. Arias takes a strike on the inside corner. Giants have had two base runners. Scudero and Posey have walked. And the breaking ball is low. 2 balls and a strike.
Giants still looking for that first base hit.
Three and one.
Kohler's walked a couple, a 2-out walk to Buster Posey in the first, then a leadoff walk to Scudero last inning. The Giants haven't been able to do anything. They have not gotten a runner to second base yet.
Not close. So this inning starts just like last inning, and now Noonan will come up. Noonan hit a ground ball to the second baseman Dietrich to end the second. If it's that same ball here, he might have a base hit. Kohler's lost 8 consecutive starts. Facing Nick Noonan. Noonan drives into left field. Pierre's got a beat on it, and he'll put it away. Nice at bat.
Giants fans looking for something to cheer about.
Well, almost looked like he was headed into the gap.
No, it is not a night for fly balls. There's not much carry in this ballpark today. It's amazing. Yesterday and the day before, lots of carry. Tonight, different story. Balls in the air just get shot down.
Perez takes up and in. He hit a ball well into center field that was tracked down to lead off the third. And a snap throw, and Arias is back. Rosario to follow. Could be a double play ball. It goes 4-6-3, and that'll end the inning. Sixth inning coming up. It's 0-0.
Their in-game experience. We've got you covered. Just log on to csnbarrie.com. Click on Giants In-Game Live. It's presented by Comcast Business Class. You can follow all the action like never before with in-depth stats up to the second box scores and join the social buzz. Giants In-Game Live presented by Comcast Business Class only at csnbarrie.com. Dwayne.
So here is Brantley facing Sandy Rosario. No score as we head to the sixth inning. Brantley drew a walk in the third. Here he pops this one up. It's going to be Scudero, and Scudero puts it away.
He had pretty good Gumby shoulders on that one.
Yeah.
Just to watch Darrell Evans playing against him and then playing with him. Watch the reaction from Brantley after he pops it up. Oh, Gumby shoulders.
I've seen, we used to see Darrell do that and the ball would go out.
Yeah, against me.
Here's Kohler who takes a strike. Well, that's not exactly what I was referring to. But he did it all the time. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Darrell, the master of the how can they play me there? I'm not getting any pitches to hit. And they fired Eddie Montague's dad, so how am I going to get any strikes called?
Oh, my, it was great.
We asked Eddie, I said, is that true? Did the Giants fire him? He goes, no, that never happened. So Darrell had bad information, and it killed him for all those years when Eddie was behind home plate.
Oh my! It just, you know, you bring that memory up. It's like it happened yesterday because we saw it a bunch of times.
And this guy's fired up.
Yeah, that lollipop. You got to back that off a little bit.
There's a strike to Pierre. Easy, big fella. Hold it. It looks like Dave Fleming when the whole Gangnam Style thing was going on last year.
Yeah. He had it going. Oh yeah, he's got it going. 93-mile-an-hour sink. That's nice velocity with good movement for Rosario. Night and day, the difference we've seen Rosario. The first couple times we saw him when he first got called up, and understandably it was tight, but he is definitely finding the comfort zone. Last couple outings, really has had good stuff.
On the ground up to middle. Arias is there. Arias throws, and that'll end the inning. Rosario's going to lead things off. It's 0-0. Provides the opportunity for one child to play ball for the whole season. As a thank you for your donation, you'll get a great bobblehead to commemorate Matt Cain's perfect game. So visit jrgiants.org to see how you can help. Well, we have not a low-scoring game, a no-scoring game here at AT&T Park. So it'll be Rosario to lead things off. Rosario came in when Godin got hit on the elbow with a line drive.
Look out. Seen a lot of fastballs from Kohler go up and in to the right-handers. He just flies that front shoulder, drags the arm, misses up high. I mean, it's not by design. They're setting that target down and away.
Well, he's walked a leadoff hitter in the 4th and the 5th, and he's 3-0 to Rosario. He just wants to get it and throw it now. And he throws a strike. And if you're Rosario, why don't you take another one?
I think he might be taking another one. Because it was called from the bench to take another one. Taken all the way.
Down the left field line. Hit very well and foul. Well, he laid it in there, and Rosario dropped the head on it.
Well, it fired up the crowd. 3-2 challenge, just a fastball. Boom. I think that surprised everybody, including Rosario. About 4 feet foul.
Got him.
So a comeback from the 3-0 count, and really a borderline pitch that goes his way. And Rosario's in the game because of this. The 5th inning was one out, or one on rather. Line drive off the bat of Derek Dietrich hits Chad Godin just above the right elbow, and no way he could continue. He made an incredibly gutsy play to get over and get the out. And as of right now, we have heard nothing else. As soon as we do, we will relay that information to you.
Pitches high to Blanco. Blanco's bounced out, and he's lined out to center field. Two balls and no strikes. Blanco with a base hit to right field. First hit of the game for the Giants, and now they've got some speed at first. And Scudero coming up.
Well, you've got speed at first, and you've got great bat control in the batter's box.
So Blanco with 8 steals and a good lead, and he goes. And the pitch is taken, and the throw is right there, and they got him.
Tell you what, he had a good jump too. Rob Brownlee just comes up with an absolute strike. And Dietrich, the second baseman, had all the time in the world to slap that tag on. That's how quickly Brantley got that ball down there.
Nobody's stealing tonight.
No.
Marlins have had 2 cut down. Now the Giants with 1 here in the 6th. Scudero asks for time. Way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Scudero out of play, 1 and 2.
Hey, she made a nice play. Got her glove, her lucky pink sunglasses. It's a matter of time before she was going to make a play.
High to Scudero.
Nicola really has been effectively wild tonight. They've set the target a number of times on the outside corner, the right-hand hitter, and the ball's gone up and into righties. And there is such a thing as effectiveness, being wild with it.
Scudero in on his hands, and he digs it out. 2-2.
Posey would love to hit this inning.
Out of play again. Another 2-2 pitch coming up to Marco Scudero. And this is rolled to first where Morrison's there. And that'll end the inning. No runs a hit, none left. We will head to the 7th. It remains 0-0. local Toyota dealer. Kohler has been very good. Godin got knocked out after being hit by a line drive. And remember, the Marlins have played great in this park over the last couple of years. So here's Polanco to lead things off against Sandy Rosario. And the first pitch is down low. Polanco an infield hit in the first, then he struck out in the fourth. Pops this one foul.
Giants are playing Juan Perez out center field in the shallow set in defense of Polanco. They kind of bring it in a little bit, a few steps. Polanco more of a line drive hitter.
One and two to Polanco. And Polanco bounces this one to Belt. Belt goes a long way over, and a nice toss to Rosario.
Well, Chad Godin in his last at bat against Stanton. This is actually the first at bat, and when he got him to hit into a double play. Then his second at bat, about a 6 or 7 pitch at bat, a lot of fastballs. The payoff pitch was a sinker that just exploded up his bat. And he was throwing darts at that fastball tonight, really throwing the ball well tonight. Unfortunately, had to leave the game because of an injury.
He goes around, and it's no balls and one strike. On deck is Logan Morrison. Good spot, 0-2.
So you have to keep it. Fewest games to 100 home runs. Ryan Howard on top of the heap at 325, but Giancarlo Stanton did it in 400 games, and that puts him in an elite group.
Got him. Fade away. Third strikeout for Rosario, and here's Morrison.
Set the target wide and just power right through it. Must suppose he never had to move his glove. Paralysis fastball, sometimes they swing at it. And very few can hit that one.
The pitch to Morrison. A swing and a miss.
That's a good changeup. I mean, he really looks nasty tonight. Everything he's got's working. Said he was throwing a great ball down in Fresno when he first got called up. He just never really hit the comfort zone. The second time he came back up, different story. Rosario tonight is throwing the ball beautiful.
Sky for Belt. This is a big league pop-up. And Belt's going to hang in there, and that'll end the inning. Giants have Posey, Pence, Belt, Arias, Nooney. They're all coming up. 0-0. Giants will have Posey, Pence, and Belt. Tom Kohler's done a good job. And Belt takes a breaking ball, or make that Posey takes a breaking ball high. On the ground sharply to third, where Polanco makes the play and the throw.
That was a bullet. Well, for years, StubHub has been the place to find great Giants tickets. You can find great seats for upcoming Giants home series versus the Dodgers, Cubs, and the Red Sox. This season, you can get more with your tickets thanks to StubHub Fan Rewards. So get to StubHub and grab your seats today. StubHub.
So here's Hunter Pence. Pence takes a breaking ball down low. Pence has popped out twice, once to second, once to the left fielder, Juan Pierre, and there's a call strike on a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Mike mentioned before, Giants have not had a base runner to second base. This has popped out of play. It's 1-2.
Well, there's pressure being in the stands. If you don't catch a foul ball, you are going to get booed.
Pence stays alive.
Pulled out that pitch. He knows it.
Here's the 1-2 and tight 2-2.
Has not thrown many sliders since early in the game. Has been pretty much curveball, curveball, curveball on his best special pitch.
Into center field for Ruggiano. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Belt. Belt has flied out to center field twice. Arias will hit if Belt reaches, and Belt takes high and wide.
Yeah, there's a big Giraffe fan.
One ball and 1 strike.
Buzzed him with that fastball right across the letters in a 1-0 count. Belt was looking for that heater.
Trying for the pond. And a drive to right. And this is going to fall. It's knocked down by Stanton. Belt's going for 2. And it's not in time. Giants have a runner in scoring position. How about that?
Now, a bit of a gamble there with 2 outs. Giancarlo Stanton has an outstanding arm. But Brandon Belt never slowed down. In his mind, he had 2-bagger written all over it as soon as it left the bat. And a wide throw makes it an easy take a second and a good decision. And as Kite pointed out, finally the Giants have a runner in scoring position.
So here's Arias, who's bounced out and walked. And he takes a belt high strike, and it's 0-1.
Kohler's still working a quick pace. He's in this rhythm. He wants to get it and go.
He is. Into right center field. It's going to fall. And it's going to roll out to Triples Alley. Belt's going to score. Arias digging for 3. He's going to make it easily. And it's 1-0 Giants. A 2-out double and a 2-out triple. And Noonan coming up.
Boy, beautiful opposite field at bat. But again, Kohler just feeding right into the rhythm of this Giants inning. Not taking any time, pumping fastballs, and a nice inside-out approach. He finds the opposite gap. Giants take the lead.
Here's Noonan, who swings and misses.
Changeup. A good one.
Low. 7-game hitting streak now for Arias. Outside to Noonan. Juan Perez is on deck. High and deep to right, and foul.
Well, you can see the disappointment in Noonan as he went all the way, about 2/3 of the way down the line with his bat in his hand. This was close. And I think he thought he had one. No, not that close.
I do think it was a lot closer than you think. And he goes down swinging to end the inning. Giants are on the board. A 2-out double by Belt. And a 2-out triple by Arias. 1-0 Giants. Giants is Ruggiano's going to lead things off. This is the top of the 8th. Ruggiano's 1 for 2. And Rosario keeps working that outside corner, and actually that last pitch looked pretty good. Dietrich and then Echeverria. And this time he gets the call to even the count. Affelt is in the bullpen. Blown away. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a quick little slider. I mean, it's not a big one. And what he has done so well with that pitch tonight is locate it. When he's been ahead in the count, he started on the outside part of the plate, especially the righties, and had it fall out of the zone away off the plate. He's not hurt himself with that pitch at all in any location that he's thrown it. He's been very stingy with how much strike zone he's taken on.
3-1. Rosario has to come in. And that's a walk. And let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, time to recognize some Giants in the community. And the Giants, alongside their partners, PG&E, hosted earlier today their 5th annual Play Clinic. That's promoting a lifetime of activity for youth. And kids from 5 different Bay Area schools got to come to the park and hang out with head athletic trainer Dave Freshner and Nick Noonan. They talked to them about fighting steroid abuse and educated young people on the dangers of steroids and promoted a very healthy lifestyle. Fun day playing out the yard. Way to go, guys. Wayne.
It is always fun playing at this yard. As Rosario's going to depart for Jeremy Affeldt. So Rosario ends up going 2 1/3. It is a double switch. Abreu comes in to play third. So that would put Abreu hitting in the 9th spot. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Jeremy Affeldt's numbers 1 and 2 with a 2.88 ERA. He'd been the model of consistency. Really had been just lights out. In the last couple of outings, he started to have some mechanical problems, and it really affected his control. A very common place to come to the ballpark early and see Affeldt on the mound with a towel going through his motion without throwing a baseball, but throwing a towel and snapping that towel so that he gets a feel of that release point getting back out front and getting proper snap back in your wrist action. He feels that is his key. That's the one drill that he does religiously. And today he was pretty optimistic that he was back in a good groove. When he's right, you're going to see a fastball that's low 90s with big time sink, big curveball, and a split.
Well, he's got Dietrich coming up. He's a left-handed hitter. You see the fewest runs allowed in the major leagues by in the 7th and 8th and 9th inning. That's largely due to how terrific the bullpen's been.
See Derek Dietrich with a couple of ground outs already, and Bruce Bochy would love to see another one of those. And like I say, with Affeldt, you always know how he's thrown by the number of ground balls he gets. Chad Qualls, the second ball right-hander for the Marlins, starting to get up and throw.
Here's Dietrich. Affeldt will toss one to Belt. Echeverria on deck.
Affeldt is not going to be happy about that. I think he was saying that guy didn't do anything to get out of the way. Just sort of turned to protect himself, and that's all you had to do. So now it's a whole different situation. Mike Redmond, the manager, will probably ask Echeverria to bunt. Pretty good speed on the base pass now.
Echeverria is 0 for 1. And he bunts this one. And Abreu is going to have to hurry. And they get Echeverria. So both runners advance. Rob Brantley is the scheduled hitter, and he's walking on back like he's not going to hit. Going to be Chris Coughlin. Take that back. It's Mathis. Jeff Mathis.
He looks just like Chris Coughlin, though, I got to tell you.
Yeah, he does. Mathis hitting at 106. He's not had a pinch hit appearance this year. And the Giants will play the corner infielders even with the bag. Arias and Scudero will play back.
Strikeout situation right here.
No balls in 1 strike. Gaffel goes right at him with 92.
And 92 is sink. Gaffel's got 3 swinging missed pitches if he throws them in the right places. For the longest time, he was pretty much a 2-pitch guy, a fastball, curveball. Then he came up with a split. And that has become a good pitch again for him, especially against righties.
Luciano at third. Dietrich at second. 0-2.
And that's the split. And that's something I'm not sure Mathis knew he even had.
See Rosario watching. No balls and 2 strikes. Got him.
Boy, a 3-pitch see. You can't throw 2 better splits than that. So the strikeout situation is what it was called for, and it's exactly what he got. And he got it in 3 pitches, and this is the payoff. And that is perfection in an 0-2 count.
So Marcell Ozuna is going to pinch hit.
Now Dave Rigetti going to come out. They're going to talk about how to pitch to Ozuna, and really for Jeremy Affeldt, he has his choice as to who he wants to pitch against. Juan Pierre on deck, 3 for 12 lifetime. He's never faced Ozuna, and I think any veteran with an open first base, knowing that he could go after a guy that doesn't know him, the pitcher would feel like he has the advantage. Especially with an open base, he doesn't have to just really attack that strike zone against him.
So here's Ozuna, who he's having a nice season. 283, a home run, 17 driven in. He has struggled lately, but you can run a little bit, and if you're on the infield, you're going to have to speed things up. And they're going to say Ozuna went around, and it's 0-1.
Well, it's a perfect pitch, too. This is not the situation, even on a first pitch, where you just want to have a challenge pitch go right in the middle of the strike zone. Not with a guy who is struggling, who's not staying in the strike zone, who will chase, and you have an open base. Pressure's on Posey. Keep it in front of you.
0-2.
And a quick 0-2 with 2 fastballs. Now he's got the option of throwing a split. He can go with a curveball. And again, the pressure is on Posey. If whatever you're throwing here, you're going to throw it below the strike zone.
that's going to be foul down the right field line.
Got split right off the end of the bat.
A little bit up.
Sometimes a guy who has a tendency to throw a scud, which is what Affeldt calls those pitches that bounce about 10 feet out in front of home plate. They get a runner on third, and they don't throw that ball down. They don't finish it up, and they will leave it up. You got to remind yourself, below the zone. A perfect pitch here is shoot top high to a catcher.
Into right field, it's going to fall. Pence's throw is going to be very high, and it goes into the stands. Ozuna knocks in a pair of runs, and it's 2-1.
Now they set the target completely off the plate, and the pitch comes right on the outside corner. And Ozuna goes right with the location. You cannot pull that location. He takes it to right field. And it cashes in two, an easy score with the speed they had on the base pass and 2 outs. And Affeldt did not back up to throw to home either, and it allowed for Ozuna to take an extra base on the overthrow that went into the stands.
So here's Juan Pierre. And Pierre takes outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. And Pierre bounces this one off his foot, and it's 1-2. Amazing. Rosario did not allow a hit, and ends up allowing a run because of the walk. One and two.
Well, Rosario threw well great tonight. Definitely moved up a couple rungs on the bullpen ladder.
Hit on the ground to Scudero, and this will end the inning. So once again, the Giants trail late 2-1. It's a 2-1 lead for the Marlins. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Ted Qualls, the new pitcher now for the Miami Marlins. 20th time that he's come in. Sinker, slider, changeup pitcher. Even for the Qualls, and he can hit it up there pretty good. You can see low to mid-90s fastball. Jeff Mathis in behind the plate.
And a strike to Perez. Perez is 0 for 2. Gene Machi in the bullpen getting loose. To third. Blanco throws him out. 1 out.
Nice play.
Stay tuned immediately after Giants baseball for Eastern's Giants Post Game Live. Highlights, reaction, and analysis. It's all coming up right after the game. Here's Abreu. Abreu hitting at 286. Trying to get on for Gregor Blanco. And he'll take a strike at the knees. If you're in the on-deck circle, there's a good example of how you cannot take your eyes off of anything.
Well, he's going to move a little bit. Veteran move.
I mean, also, if you're in that first row or second row,
pay attention. How about that guy?
yeah.
Guy's first round pick, Christian Arroyo, shortstop out of Florida. Here tonight, experiencing AT&T for the first time, and his eyes were sparkling when he walked in here.
Abreu gone, 2 outs. And here's Blanco.
Good hard slider there for Qualls.
Blanco got the first hit for the Giants. It came in the 6th inning. A single between Morrison and Dietrich. Here he runs up. Qualls has it. He will underhand it. And they got him. And that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 9th. 2-1 Marlins.
area is brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
It's a 2-1 lead for the Marlins. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
John Machi, the new pitcher for the Giants, 23rd time that he has come in for Bruce Bochy. Having a solid year. 26 base runners and 24 innings pitched. Going to be asked to put up a 0 and keep this game at 2-1.
Hit on the ground to Arias, who makes the play. And that'll bring up Stanton. Stanton is 0 for 3. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Really pulled Brandon Belt off the line. I mean, this is a pretty extreme set for a first baseman. You see, not often you see a first baseman that far away from the bag prior to a pitch.
Two 2-0. First baseman Logan Morrison is on deck. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Beautiful 2-0 split. Not put in a better spot.
And he shoots this one up the middle for a base hit. You get him to extend those arms. Boy, he can hit a ball hard. Stay tuned for the post-game wrap. That's coming up in just a bit. Mike will also talk about the game with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KNBR 680. So here's Morrison. And a breaking ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Two and 0.
Trying to stay down below the knees to get that ground ball. Been a weird year for Morrison. He just got activated. Had right knee surgery.
You know,
Morrison got activated June 9th. Had been, prior to that, he hadn't played the big league since last July. So he's still trying to find his legs, his strike zone, and his swing.
And a strike to make it 3-1. Padres leading the Dodgers 3-2. That game is in the 7th inning. Being played in San Diego. And a base hit into right field. So runners at first and second now for Ruggiano. And that was Count leverage for Morrison, and he took advantage of the hole between first and second.
So Buster Posey coming out. Going to give his best motivational speech to John Machi. Saying, hey, big fella, you got good stuff. Keep it down around the knees. Put on the ground. Let's get dope playing. Get back in and score 2 in the ninth. That's the plan. Sometimes it just has to be said.
And a strike to Ruggiano. Ruggiano off of Rosario drew a leadoff walk in the 8th, and that's what ended up getting things started for the Marlins. They only picked up 1 hit in that inning, but it was a pinch hit single that knocked in a pair.
Ruggiano played his Texas ball at Texas A&M, his 3rd year in the big leagues. He's got good speed. Not an easy guy to double up.
Off the end of the bat, foul. 1-2. For the Giants in the 9th, Scooter, Opposy, and Pence. We will undoubtedly see Steve Cishak. It's 1-2. Got him.
Split down the dirt, got him to chase. Big strikeout for Machi. So Ruggiano expands his zone. A victim.
Here's Dietrich. Belt. Side retired. Scooter, Opposy, Pence coming up. Giants need 1 to tie and 2 to go home.
right after Giants postgame live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Well, the Marlins with a one-run lead here in the ninth. And the Giants, their last 2 wins have been comeback wins. And it's time for a change. Think speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
New pitcher now for the Marlins, Steve Cishek. 31st time that he's coming in. He's 10 for 12 in save ops. Last year when Heath Bell kind of hit on hard times as a closer with the Marlins, it was Cishek that took over the job. And last year, he had 19 saves. He's a side armor. Throws pretty hard. He'll go low to mid-90s from that side arm delivery, which is what is nasty about him. Kind of a sweeping slider, and he'll throw an occasional changeup.
So Scudero will lead things off. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Out of play, 0-2. A couple of pitches right in the strike zone.
Yep, it's rally hat time. Hell of a guy, not losing faith. Giants need a base runner.
Way outside, really a wasted pitch. It's 1-2. Scudero fights another pitch off, and it's foul.
Cishek's going to have to take on the heart of the Giants order.
Got him.
Backdoor sink in a perfect location, and Laz Diaz rings up Scudero. They set the target wide, and it comes wrapping right around the corner. A pitcher's pitch, and a big first out. You've seen that an easy guy to stand in there with if you're hitting off the right side. A lot of elbows and kneecaps flying at you.
Posey takes the first pitch wide.
Pitch him away, play him away defense in the outfield. They bunch the gap in right center with Ruggiano, the center fielder, about 8 steps towards that gap in right center. They give Posey the line on both sides of the field. Gift. And the fans on the side are not happy. They thought this was low. And I agree. That was perfect. Same location. He threw strike 3 to Marco Scudero.
2 balls, 2 strikes. They're going to try to go there again. And Posey flips this one into center field, and he's got a hit.
Hey, he didn't beat a hanger either. And how many times have we seen him do this in 2 strike counts? Well, the Giants will pinch run. Andres Torres will pinch run. And let's watch the payoff pitch. This is a perfect pitch. Off the plate, knee high. And for Cishek, he's got to be scratching his head thinking, what do I have to do? The legs were gone, but he still barreled it enough to get it over the head of Dietrich, the second baseman. So now it's in the hands of Hunter Pence.
Well, we'll see how quick to the plate Cishek is. Here's Pence. No balls and 1 strike.
Oh, he attacked him. Little in with a fastball at 92, but big time movement. Marlins are guarding the line down the third base line with Polanco hugging it. Very close.
Echeverria will put it away. 2 outs. And here's Belt. Belt doubled in the 7th inning. And the Giants will take that right here with Torres at first.
Now the movement of the fastball from Cishek is going to go away from Belt, and he has power to left field.
And it's a breaking ball 0-1.
Well, backdoor slider. I'll tell you one thing about Cishek, he's not missing anything out of the middle plate. He is wearing the corners out, and they're all knee high.
That's foul, so it comes down to the last strike for the Giants. With 2 outs here in the 9th inning, and Andres Torres representing the tying run. Got him, and that's the ball game. So Torres was on the move, and Belt strikes out, and game 1 in this 4-game series goes to the Marlins. And a big base hit by Ozuna in the 8th inning ends up being the difference.
Now it's now 8 consecutive wins in a row for the Marlins here at AT&T. They own this place right now.
So your final score here at AT&T Park, the Marlins 2 and the Giants 1. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update.